Hello everybody and welcome back, where today we're going to be talking about the state of play coming soon for PS5 and presumably PSVR2, and we'll delve into that a little bit more in a second. But the question really was, when is the state of play going to happen? Is it going to be after Summer Games Fest, where Sony can let things settle down with the Xbox Game Show and the Summer Games Fest round 1, 2 and 3, and then they'll do their thing? Or will it be before and they'll get ahead of the game, maybe reveal something that will be delved into a little bit further at Summer Games Fest, which I think will be happening here, if I had to guess, but again, we'll get into it. And the answer to that was, it's going to be before. We're going to be getting a state of play tonight, Wednesday, at 10 PM UK time. Now, I'm going to be on without parole for this one. I will be streaming Summer Games Fest round 1 live on the channel here. At least that's the plan so far. But for the state of play, that'll be over on without parole. Very much looking forward to that. Before we get into this, only 25% you are sub to the channel, so please feel free to do so, and thank you to our patrons and members who are all on screen right now. So what can we actually expect from this state of play? And first of all, I want to clear something up. A lot of people have been panicking because the state of play announcement didn't say PSVR2 games on it. Now, we had this panic a little while ago and we're having it all over again. I'm going to say there's no reason to panic about that. They've switched authors on who writes the state of play announcements, I think. And ever since the previous one, they didn't say any PSVR2 games would be there specifically, and they were. I think we got the Midnight Walk at the last one, or at least since this started. So I still think there'll be PSVR2 games there. No need to panic, I don't think. And it'll be a nice 40-minute presentation with some cool games, and hopefully 1 or 2 PSVR2 games. What games do I actually think are going to be there, though? Well, I would definitely say Resident Evil 9. All of the signs seem to be pointing to this game being announced this week, and if I had to guess, we're going to get an announcement at the state of play with a short cinematic trailer maybe, and then it may say tune in for gameplay at Summer Games Fest round 1 on the Friday to tie in a little bit there, as we know Sony and Capcom will be partners for Summer Games Fest this year. Of course, they could just disregard that and just show off gameplay and everything they need to at the state of play, but we've seen it before where we've had further gameplay at the Game Awards, for example. And again, this is a Jeff Keighley show, just like the Game Awards are, Summer Games Fest is as well. So I would not be surprised if we get a teaser and then a further trailer at Summer Games Fest. But we usually get 2 PSVR2 games, or sometimes even more. So if I had to put money on any other PSVR2 games coming over, I would say And Dreams' latest project could possibly be announced at a state of play. We know they've been working on something that will be coming to PSVR2. Ever since Frenzies got cancelled for the headset, they've been saying they're working on something else for us, so we could see that here. Alternatively, we could see that at the VR Game Showcase Direct next week on the 10th, so who knows. I'd love to see Ace Combat 8 here as well, but I think with a state of play that may show some Ghost of Yotei and potentially show Resident Evil 9, I feel like that's kind of all the AAA used up for this one, if that makes sense. I don't know if they'd throw in another massive announcement like Ace Combat 8, although I would be very happy if they did so and if PSVR2 was included there, but I wouldn't really bet my money on that. I could also see that, unfortunately, being a retread of Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. That's coming out in about a week and a bit, so I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of showed that off and showed off some of the VR gameplay that we know is coming in a mode later down the line, as it doesn't launch with it, but it will get it later. So maybe we see some PSVR2 gameplay of that game, and that'll satiate us for now. But you know, there are a couple of options here, and the last one is that it's just something brand new from a studio that we haven't really heard from in a while, or a studio that we haven't heard about before. For example, Moonhood, I had no idea they were making a PSVR2 game until Midnight Walk got revealed, and then I was very, very happy with it. So we may get another announcement like that, but only time will tell. I hope you will be there to join us on Without Parole tomorrow, and then if all goes ahead, which hopefully it will, be there watching the Game Awards on Friday with me. Let me know what you're looking forward to here at State of Play. For me, it is definitely the possibility of Resident Evil 9, so I'll be eagerly awaiting to see if that is there. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.